So this was my first tripod that I got around 5 years ago for 1500 rupees, and then I got this DSLR camera and I felt that I needed to upgrade the tripod. But then I looked at the price tag on this Manfrotto tripod and I just wondered if this was going to be worth it. But now I have two of these tripods and my tripod setup is more expensive than this camera, and I still think that this is actually a cheap tripod. So we are going to talk about what the reasons for that are. So the 1500 rupees tripod is from Simpex, which is actually also a good brand, and I also use their light stands and stuff. It is very lightweight and it has all the things that you will need to position your camera. Now if you just want to set up your camera and take stills, then the cheap tripod is alright. As cheap as it feels in comparison, it hasn't actually ever failed to keep the camera stable. It actually offers many features like the ability to attach some weight to it to make it more stable, and a height adjustable center column to make it taller. It also features a video head on top, but that is really not good for shooting videos if there is any kind of movement. Then we have the Manfrotto MT055XPRO3 with an MHX Pro BHQ2 ball head, and a big difference that you will see in this price range is that these tripods come individually and in combos with a ball head. The ability to remove the head on this tripod allows you to use different accessories like sliders, magilights, or photo or video heads from different brands, so this is something that I consider necessary for a long-term investment. By the way, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. You can of course adjust the center column height on it, but it also allows you to set it at 90 degrees, and that allows me to get the very important overhead shots that I need for my videos. The Manfrotto tripod is built much better. It is much heavier at 2.5 kilograms and it is extremely stable in all of its position. It also comes in a carbon fiber variant if you want to travel with it. For studio use, the heavier tripod is better and cheaper. The quick release mechanism is much better and every single part can actually be adjusted and replaced if it fails. It also supports a lot of weight at 9 kilograms, so if you upgrade your camera and add accessories, it won't be a problem. The cheap tripod gets nervous at less than 2 kilograms and it is quite shaky in comparison, to a point where just operating a heavy camera with a lens could introduce blur in your images due to camera movement. So this ball head costs 9000 rupees and it is also something that I considered to be quite expensive before buying. It is made of magnesium and it features all the features that you will need from a ball head. And it also has to hold the camera in positions like these, so the very high build quality lets you do this with confidence. But it doesn't work well for video, so for pan shots I had to get a video head from Manfrotto, and this one is actually quite overpriced in India at 16,000 rupees, so I didn't like that. But there wasn't an option, especially because in India, you can't try different things as this kind of stuff is not easily available in local shops. But the head works very well and I am able to get very smooth shots from it. And even very small inconsistencies in movement become very visible in video. So a high quality fluid head helps a lot. The adjustable resistance in both axes and a counterweight also makes getting smooth shots much easier. This tripod also features these rubber grips on its legs, so for example if you are shooting in the snow, then you can just hold these rubber grips and your hands won't get cold because you are touching the cold metal parts of the tripod. With this tripod, you also have the ability to set the legs at a 90-degree angle, which will allow you to set the tripod in any condition. This is the quality of a photo tripod, and the cheaper tripod is actually a video tripod, and while Manfrotto also has similar tripods that cost a lot more, the affordable tripods are often video types because you can make them to be more stable with the support of a spreader at center with cheaper materials. The quick release system on the Manfrotto tripod is also really great. The cheap tripod also works fine, but the Manfrotto really gives you the confidence and a peace of mind whenever you attach it. One really important quality of the Manfrotto quick release system is that you can expand it by buying more quick release adapters for it. And so now I only keep this one plate attached to my tripod and I can use it on other systems even if they don't support the Manfrotto plate by using adapters. Now all of the Manfrotto accessories are quite expensive, like even the quick release plate costs more than the cheaper tripod. It actually doesn't come with a bag like the cheaper tripod, and buying it separately will also set you back a few thousand rupees. And you do have the option of buying copies of these plates from third parties, but these plates have to handle a lot of stress sometimes, and I know that the third party plates should also work properly, as these are just some pieces of metal. But the reason I still choose to go with this is that I don't want to risk my expensive camera gear by saving a few $1000. I may be able to save 2000 rupees for one of these plates, but the camera costs 2 lakh rupees. So I just find spending the extra money and having the peace of mind to be a better option. Now the reason I say that the Manfrotto lineup of camera gear is actually affordable is because they offer the highest quality gear in the price range that is affordable for many professionals and hobbyists. For example, this tripod from Seckler is quite popular with professionals and some YouTubers, and it does have some really nice features, but it costs $1500 or 1.1 lakh Indian rupees. So once you go beyond the Manfrotto lineup, the prices are going to be exponentially high. The reason for that is that if you make a lot of money from your work, then the time you save by having the advanced features that these tripods will have will be worth more than the price that you will pay for them. So once you go into these pro camera gear category, things get really expensive. So considering that, I think that the Manfrotto products offer a great combination of quality and affordability. So overall, I hope that this video was helpful in describing the differences between a cheap and expensive tripod. The main focus here was to explain that things have to be scaled according to the gear that you have. You don't have to buy the most expensive thing from the start. That being said, tripods are probably the most crucial accessory for your camera. So if you are using a decent enough camera, you definitely shouldn't compromise on the quality of your tripod, because that might make you lose your camera, which of course won't be something that you would prefer. So that was it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Also tell me if you are interested in more videos on camera gear. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it to be helpful. Subscribe with bell icon for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.